Where are you from?
Originally Mississippi, but now I live in Gulf Shores.
And before you came here to Gulf Shores, where did you live?
In Valdez, Alaska.
And what took y'all up there?
The desire to go. We just wanted to go to Alaska. Adventure.
And when you got up there, what did you do? And tell me something about what dramatic experience y'all found yourselves in the middle of.
Well, I was the Valdez City Clerk for several years, and we were there in March of 1989 when the Exxon Valdez hit by a reef and there was an oil spill.
When was that exactly?
Good Friday, 1989.
And when did you first hear about it?
About an hour after it happened. As the city clerk, I worked directly for the mayor and council, and the mayor phoned my house, woke my husband and me, and said, "I need you to get to City Hall." This was about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Explain for us exactly what happened in the aftermath in terms of the oil itself. Did it take a long time for that oil to come out?
No, the oils, when the tanker hit the reef, the oil began to come out immediately. And there was only so much oil in the tanker. They actually did get the leak stopped before the tanker completely emptied, but 11 million gallons poured.
Wow.
But it was an all-at-one-time thing.
Why was being in Valdez so important during that? Did the oil itself come up onto your shores?
No, it did not, except on the vessels that went out to clean it up or the equipment that was used. But because of the, not the coincidence, but because of the happening of the vessel being named the Exxon Valdez, and us being the city of Valdez, there was a lot of connection there between those two.
And did people suffer in your community, or did some of them?
Yes, they did. They suffered. Some people made a lot of money, but there was a lot of suffering in that lifestyles changed. I think that was the biggest thing. People who fished all their lives found themselves having to learn to do something else.
And how did people make money?
Working for Exxon, they leased their boats. A lot of money, $100 per foot of your boat.
Wow.
And so that was good money. And cleaning, I think Exxon was paying over $17 an hour for somebody to
So were there
wipe
some
the
people?
rocks.
So there were some people who were making money and some weren't.
Right. And people came into the town from all over the world to get jobs. Literally all over the world to get jobs. And of course the fish canneries closed, so those people were without work, and most of them went to work cleaning up. But a lot of the jobs were taken by people who came into town that didn't live there too.
Now, when did y'all move here? And tell me what you do here and when you found out about this oil spill.
We moved here in 1995, and in January of '96 we opened Hope's Cheesecake here in Gulf Shores. And we've been baking and selling cheesecake since then. We heard about the spill. I heard about it initially when my sister phoned to tell me that a family friend had been killed on the rig. So that was my initial hearing of the spill.
My name's Bob Donald. I was born in Atmore, Alabama, and went off to school at South Alabama and got a degree in teaching, taught for a few years, and then got a degree in psychology, and went from a couple of jobs in Mississippi and Virginia, and from Virginia to Alaska.
And what did you do in Alaska?
I worked for the Mental Health Center until 1990, and then they promoted me to the executive director in 1990.
So what was the Valdez oil spill like from your point of view?
Well, it made for a lot of business. We saw a lot of increase within a few months of domestic violence, alcoholism. We got court referrals for DWIs that went up about 10 times what the normal referrals would come in, and we just saw a huge impact on the people themselves.
You say you feel hopeful. Would you? And why?
Because there's nothing that man can do to destroy this place. I don't think it's going to come back. It will, and so that gives me hope. It might be a while, but it will come back and we will be fine.